Overweight, obese, overweight. A title given based on numbers on the scale, saying that you are not healthy. So in this video, I show you what is BMI and its dark history, problems with BMI, and asking the question, can you be healthy despite being obese? So, I am Nutritionist Hani, and this is So What If You Are Fat? Oh, hi there. So let's continue. What is BMI? BMI is body mass index. It is a value derived from a person's weight and a person's height. Basically, kg per meter square. A formula developed by a mathematician named Adolf Quetelet.
Oh my God!
Where he presented this formula when he went to a presentation, treatise on man and development of his faculties, or
de l'homme et du développement de ses facultés ou essai de physique sociale,
where he introduces the concept of average man. So the average man refers to a concept of average person based on statistics, specifically the bell curve distribution. He argued that an average person would have specific value of physical attributes and also social conduct. For example, an average man would have the chest of a soldier, specifically a Scottish soldier, which is in a value of 39 and 3/4 inches. The problem of this idea is that it's not just because of the specific numbers of physical attributes, but the meaning of this number. The average represented as true and the rest as false or errors. So combine this mindset with normal body weight, normal ideal weight, any overweight or obese person are considered as errors. Quoted by Adolf Quetelet himself, everything differing from average man's proportions and condition would constitute deformity and disease. So for example, I'm 46 kg and my height is 149 centimeter. So basically, based on the formula, my BMI is 20.9, and based on the classification cut-offs, my BMI is considered as normal. So CDC say that BMI is rather an indirect measure of fat because based on the formula, it is measuring the excess weight, not excess fat. Despite that, there are several studies in which shows the validity of BMI that has correlation between direct measures of fat such as DEXA and also underwater weighing. In fact, many health professionals use BMI to indicate body fat and not diagnosis, especially when BMI is so simple, cost-free, non-invasive indirect measurement of fat, and also you do not need access to high sophisticated technology when you are so far into the village with not even access to necessities or roads. So of course, having a sophisticated technology would be the far end of your mind, and also the government's budgets. So all of us going back to the trusty old formula that even a high schooler could do. The validity of using BMI in population is also backed up with several studies. Most studies surrounded by BMI are correlation studies, in which measure whether obesity itself is a risk of getting diseases. BMI greater than 30 begins to significantly increase the risk of chronic health issues such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, breathing difficulties, kidney disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and mobility issues. As we say, every study has its own limitation, and correlation does not mean causation. Or is it? My biggest beef with BMI is that BMI do not take account your bone mass, your fluid weight, your lean body mass, all of these functional things that makes us human, that makes us function, are all encapsulated, are all smooshed up into this one whole number of weight. And any excess weight considered as fat. Any excess weight relatively to a person's height are considered as excess. So that's ridiculous. That can also mean that the gym bro that frequently goes to the gym, calculates his macros, he also can be obese because of his muscle weight. Besides that, children and teenagers are not suitable to use BMI. Oftenly because BMI itself often underestimates or overestimates obesity. As the BMI history is centered among whiteness, even the cut-offs of classification are often harsh. Hence, scientists from different countries will come up with their own cut-offs suitable to be used in their own population. For example, Malaysia also have their own cut-offs. Malaysia, a food heaven, multiracial, predominantly Muslim country in Southeast Asia, has the highest obesity prevalence in the region, with prevalence rising from 15.1 in 2011 to 19.7 in 2019. Currently, half of Malaysian adults have excessive weight with a slightly higher prevalence in women. Basically, 1 in 2 adults in Malaysia is either overweight or obese based on NHMS 2019. What is weight stigma? Weight stigma refers to negative attitudes, beliefs, stereotyping regarding people who are overweight or obese. In Malaysia, weight stigma is really common and is also often linked to a person's worthiness, a person's confidence, and a person's beauty. Unfortunately, Malaysia has a very strong culture of body shaming towards women who are often judged based on what we wear, and this can lead to a feeling of shame, a feeling of self-doubt, low self-confidence, and it doesn't help with current hard beauty standards.
The bar is high.
Right.
The bar is high for me.
And to make things even more complicated, weight stigmatization can also happen in healthcare setting. Implicit biases, stereotyping, limited treatment options are factors of weight stigmatization among obese patients, often leading them feeling helpless, viewing their weight as an obstacle of their health. And the matter can be much worse when the patient disregard any symptoms, any pains, and solely blame on their body weight. And this can lead into not even getting a proper treatment. So, what is health? Healthiness of a person depends on many factors such as their diet, sleep, their exercise, and also their stress levels. So even if you are obese and you are living in a healthy lifestyle such as eating nutritious diet, getting enough sleep, and also managing your stress level, this all shows that you are actually living in a good and healthy lifestyle. So mind you that obesity itself is indeed a risk of diseases. But once you're already taking care of yourself, you're checking your vitals every 6 months, you should not be so worried about your body weight. In fact, for skinny people or people who have like normal body weight, these people are often take their diets for granted, especially for people who are living unhealthy lifestyle, eating not properly, junk foods all the time, not taking care of themselves. This person can actually even have a higher risk of getting diseases such as diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol. Therefore, it's important for everyone to aware of their risks and to making sure that what they are having right now is properly treated and making sure you are treating your body right. In regards of health status, BMI should be a tool in your toolbox. It should not be the only one, but it can be used as one of the tools, especially when we already established that BMI is not really reliable nor suitable for everyone to use. Hence, to people who are overweight, obese, I would suggest for you to chill, making sure just checking your blood vitals, making sure you're eating well, eating healthy, getting your fruits, getting your vegetables, not skipping meals. I'm seeing you, and you do not have to be so rah about getting your body slimmer. You are in fact healthy when you already checked all those things that I mentioned above. For small stature folks out there, or people who have normal body weight but never bother what they eat, stress levels are not managed, they are seeing themselves often feel tired, fatigued, do not have energy, unexplained pains and symptoms, that person, I would actually suggest for you to please check your vitals, please take care of yourself, your sleep, your stress, because all of these can lead into diseases. Please take care of yourself right now. Check with your doctor, check your blood, and better to figure out what's going on with you right now than letting your body to catch up with diseases later on. I'm Nutritionist Hani, Roger, and out.